Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mercy's Light Family Chat. I am your host today, Shawnee Pankisik, and I have with me two of our wonderful Kenyan leaders, Sujay, who runs our Milele Coconut Project, and Mary, who runs our Upendo Fabrics. And today we're just going to talk back and forth and share a little bit with you of what God is doing in Kenya through these amazing ladies and share their stories. You can get to know them a little better and just give you some insight into what God is doing in Kenya right now. So I'll start with you, Sujay. Tell me a little bit about yourself and how you first became involved with the work that we do at Mercy's Lake Family.
Okay, my name is Sujay. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ by choice, not because I was born in a Christian family. I came to know Mercy's Light through the missionaries that used to come for the medical missions, and we had bonded. And every time they would come to Kenya, we usually used to hang out. And I started going to Mercy's Light to visit, hang around with the girls, hang around with Jocelyn. And then years later, I lost my job, but there was that they told us for them to pay us for the last 3 months because my contract had not ended yet, that I needed to look for a place to volunteer. So I looked for Jocelyn. I told her about it, and she told me, "Sure, come and volunteer at Mercy's Light. You'll be of much help," because I was more involved in administration in my previous job. So I joined Winnie. I helped in administration work for the last 3 months. And then later on, I was hired to help teach Bible study. That was the team that was chosen to start Milele. They were to go through a training, and one of the training that was going to happen was Bible study. And then when the training for the coconut, pure virgin coconut oil was being done, I was requested to take charge. I started doing the financial part, like paying their salaries, getting the lunch, getting the coconuts. And then the next thing I was told to run the project, and I was told, run with it. And now here we are.
Mary, why don't you tell us how you came to Mercy's Light?
Hi, my name is Mary Karuma. I joined Mercy's Light back in 2023. I came to know about Mercy's Light through Facebook. I was just lying somewhere scrolling through my phone, and I came across Mercy's Light at a time when I was in a crisis and I was looking for a job. So I asked for a job through Facebook, an interview with me, and that's how I ended up at Mercy's Light. When I started as Kerry's virtual assistant to help Kerry with the US gala. Once the gala was done in September 2023, we started on the idea of an internship program for our girls in the tailoring class, and that's how Upendo Fabric started. Yeah.
So awesome. So, our next question is, what's the biggest challenge that you have faced in running both of your businesses?
The biggest challenge is mature coconuts. Coconuts, they are very expensive, and you need to get average size. And at the moment, the average size is about 40 Kenyan shillings per piece. And to make 1 liter, you have to have 35 pieces. So that's the biggest challenge that we usually have, because you spend a lot of money buying coconuts, and then so the profit margin is low. Not like when we do the mango jam production. Mango jam production, it gives us 100% profit per jar. But to meet the profit, to have a bigger profit margin for the coconut oil, the prices of the coconuts have to go down. So when I'm making that requisition, when I'm making those purchases, it's one of the biggest challenges I usually have because we spend a lot of money buying the coconuts.
Yes, and yesterday you got a whole bunch of coconuts,
Yes, at a
correct?
lower price. When I did the calculations, I actually spent 33 Kenyan shillings instead of 45. That is inclusive of transport and everything.
That's awesome. I love when God provides like
Yeah,
that. Mary, how about you? What
yeah.
has been the biggest challenge you have faced with Upendo?
Yeah, yeah. For us at Upendo, our biggest challenge has been transitioning the girls to have that understanding that they are moving from being beneficiaries of Mercy's Light to interns and then finally to being members of staff. They are used to everyone being like naming them as our beneficiaries, and then you transit from that to being treated as an employee. It was a challenge. It has taken a lot of learning and relearning and learning to get where we are today, and I'm grateful for the experience.
So, Sujay, how has business changed and grown since you first started with the Coconut Project?
Well, I used to have a lot of fear. When I left my previous job, there are things that they said before I left that really put a lot of fear and anxiety, especially when I joined Masses Light. And then I was put into a leadership forum. You know, you are leading a team, you need to have the wisdom to know how much money you are going to spend, where to get the coconuts, where to get the containers, what to teach during Bible study. And because of the much fear that I used to have then, I was so scared of taking a step that we used to quarrel all the time with Jocelyn. Like in 2 months, she will sit me down, we will talk about the same things over and over again to a point she was so irritated with me. But she did not know that I was having so much fear of stepping up. Yet she used to see my potential. So right now, I take that leap of faith. I step out. If I make mistake, then I'm quarreled. I'm like, I've learned from it. The one part that I've grown so much is not being not being scared of making mistakes, because from those mistakes I get to learn. Yeah.
That's so good because failure is never final. It's just a learning experience
Yeah.
and growth, and allows us to grow more in our walk with the Lord and grow more in business and knowing what to do. And, here over in the US, and I know over there in Kenya as well, some of the biggest failures have led to great beginnings. So, you never know what God's going to do. Mary, how about you?
I'll say, just as Sue shared, I was running on fear and anxiety. I remember this was new for everyone, for the girls and for us. So we were all experiencing that fear of unknown. So we were learning. We learned as we go, as we went. What helped is knowing that the Lord is on the wheel. That really helped. Moving from fear to faith is what has helped us move forward as Upendo team. Uh, So what I celebrate the most is getting market for our products outside our social circles. When we started, our market was limited to friends of friends, people in church, people we knew. But now we are able to go to exhibitions, to just outside market, outside our circles. And I can say that we are really moving towards the right direction.
So, how has being a Mercy's Light leader impacted your life personally?
This light is that place where, unless you don't want to grow, unless you not only in knowledge of how to do business, having relationships with other people, but also spiritually. That is, unless you don't want to, then you won't. But if you're a person who appreciates everything, appreciates learning new things, appreciates taking a leap of faith, being creative, being innovative, being resilient, working under no supervision, having discipline, knowing why you are there, honoring your time and your work. Unless you don't want to learn, then you are not supposed to be at Masses Light, because Masses Light provides everything. It provides spiritual nourishment, it provides skills, it provides, they will support you when you come up with an idea that is Christian based. And one thing that encourages me about Masses is the way they encourage and treat you like family. They encourage you to grow not only as a person, to heal from traumas, past traumas, to you get so founded in the word. Because at the end of the day, when everything else fails, God is the only one who is always there every single minute of the time. And can literally say I'm not the same I used to be when I joined Masses Light. I had so much insecurities, which right now I literally most of them have really disappeared. I used to have so much fear in my head. When I know that fear is false evidence appearing real, I'm able to step out, do things. There's a book I'm reading called Do It Afraid. I so terrified, but I still move forward. Having a support team that really jumpstarts you when you're super super down, having people I can be vulnerable to and tell them, hey, I'm struggling spiritually, I need you to walk with me, to be accountable to me, I'm going through this with my family. Having that support system is something that is very that isn't there in most working places. And Masses Light is a place where it's a home.
I definitely agree. We are a great big family. Mary, how about you?
I don't even know where to start. So let me start with the one that's has been most impactful for me. When I first came to Master's Life, that's when I got saved. I gave my life to Christ the first day I came for my interview. Jocelyn prayed for me, and that marked the beginning of my journey with Christ, a true and the most sincere journey with Christ. So it started there. So a Mercy's Light has helped me in my spiritual journey. The Bible studies, all the groups we have for the Bible studies. I don't even know how to explain how it feels. And then healing. So when I came to Mercy's Light, I'd say I was in a crisis. I was going through so much that I'd reached the end of the road. When at the end of the road for me. So when I came telling God, if it doesn't work out, that is it for me. I'm done. So I met very amazing people. They accepted me with all my flaws. At first, it felt so insincere, at least I thought. And finding that the love is real is truly humbling to me. It's been an experience that I love. Work-wise, I've learned a lot since I started. When I came, I didn't know what I was doing. I just came, I started, but they've provided me with enough room for growth, the resources that I need to grow, people around me, people that guide me in the right direction. So, work-wise, I've grown in ways I never imagined. And for me, I found a family. That in itself has really helped in my healing journey. It's a family that I would never let go of. If I have to, I don't know what would happen, but it's been a family for me. The love, the acceptance, it's what motivates me to keep working, to keep doing my best, and to keep learning.
And I remember when you came to us, I was actually a part of that interview and just amazing the growth that you have had.
Yeah.
And it is so awesome to watch you grow and bloom. Yeah, and just all that God is doing in both of you. Tell me, what is one of your favorite celebration stories of being a part of Mercy's Light family?
For me, one, before I used to teach Bible study alone. So I had to do all the studying, I had to do all the research, I had to do, and most of the time it feels like, hey, if I miss a point, then I'm taking somebody to hell. And then when the year started in June, when we started Upendo, the container business park, I remember I told Frida and Mary that they'll be helping me to facilitate Bible study. And they were like, okay, cool. If we have any question, then we'll be reaching out. We will ask you the questions. They have been very, very helpful, even when I'm not able either to be at work because of one reason or the other. The Bible study doesn't change. It happens every single day, whether I'm in or not. That is one of the biggest celebration, because then it means people are growing. And you know, when you teach Bible study, the Holy Spirit reminds you that you can't mentor other people when you are living in sin or you are not walking right with God. So that's another avenue to grow spiritually. So for me, I'm so encouraged to know that I have children that I've mentored, and now they teach the Bible study. So that is one of the biggest celebrations. Then these first, we don't have kids, so our sales are limited because we can't put Milele products in the stop shops because we don't have the registration. That is Kenya Bureau of Statistics, something something. So, but even without kids, I made a sale of 70,000. And how it happened is I did not tarmac, we did not have exhibition. People came to Masses Light and purchased in large numbers. And I was so humbled by how God showed up and showed off. Like, Sue, you're not the one in charge. I am. Milele is my project, not yours. You are just a steward. That has really encouraged me a lot, even when sales are down, when I'm having difficulties and anxiety because the sales are not so good. God reminds me of the 70K that I made in March, that I did not make, that he made for Milele. And I look forward, and I look forward to seeing what God is has in store for Milele. I really look forward.
Yes, because we know it's bigger than we can ask, think, or imagine.
Mm.
So exciting. Mary.
Yep.
So for me, I'm celebrating our Kenyan Haiti. So after the gala, this was the first event I participated in person, and it was learning as we go, learning on the job. It was so amazing, and I celebrate the fact that it was so successful. Like God made it beyond our imagination. That's one moment I celebrate to date. And even the last one, the second one we had back in April, it was successful, and because of it, the wall is done. So I'm celebrating that. The fact that I was part of the journey, it's amazing. I'm also celebrating the confidence I've seen in the Upendo girls. When they started, they did not believe in themselves. Of course, God has helped them to grow out of their fear. Seeing them today, seeing them do what they do is truly humbling. It gives you that moment that God can turn you from this to this. So I've seen them grow, and it gives me so much joy knowing that Mercy's Light has done something for the girls, something they could have never imagined, something that others will see and be motivated to know that whatever they go through, whatever pit they fall in, it's not the end of life for them. And today, as we stand, they are serving as mentors to the girls who are about to exit the program, the girls who are about to join the internship program, and having their peers mentoring them is the highlight for me.
And that's what we do at Mercy's Light. We raise up leaders to raise up more leaders to be able to do the work. And so, Jay, you touched on
Yeah,
that with Bible study, and knowing that when you can't be there for whatever reason, Bible study can still continue. And that
yeah,
is so awesome because, you ladies are such amazing leaders in teaching people to walk in their identity in Christ and to live that out. So, where would you both like to see Milele and Upendo go 5 years in the future?
Okay. In 5 years, I look forward to be exporting mango jam and pure virgin coconut oil all over the world. I see Milele being represented in forums that support women, having a Milele representative going all over the world, getting a platform to speak about the life changing story of Masses Light. Because there's no Milele, you can't talk about Milele without talking about Masses Light, because that is where everything started. That is where the journey began. So being seeing and talking about what we've seen God do, and the fact that we've been part of it, like we are going out there as testimony, like I've been here, I did this, God used me to do one two three four, I saw God perform this miracle, I saw God start these projects, I saw God build the wall, start the business park. We are talking about 5 years, so I know that is very in God's will and in God's plan. That is very, it's where I look forward to being, seeing Milele making not 100 thousands, millions of money, and this money going back to the community and being able to empower more women. We don't have to do full-time employment. We can give them a 6 months period where they can learn a skill, earn something, be empowered, and then they can go start their own businesses or join something different. They don't have to be employed permanently, because then you're able to rotate more people. Like when you empower more, like if in this season of 6 months we take like 6 people, they learn how to make mango jam, they learn how to make different kind of jam, they learn how to tailor, they learn how to bake, they learn how to make pure virgin coconut oil. You've already given them different skills. They can be able to go and emulate that to other people, to go and teach other people in the community, and you are able to reach to out to more and more and more, so you train others to be trainers. So as you're doing all this, you start with the Bible study, because when people are asking them, how did you get here, of course the story has to start with God. So that is one of the things I look forward in 5 years, to see Milele and Upendo being a platform, being a launching pad of so many people in the community, where women will benefit other women, will teach other teenage girls in the community, women who will be the hope and the light of Vipingo community. And that's how we will be able to eradicate poverty in Vipingo, because we have to reach to so many people, as many as we can be able to reach out to. But we can't just teach them Bible study without giving them a skill and showing how to be independent and how to get out of poverty themselves. So it has to be a cycle of providing everything. You provide for them spiritually, and also show them how to provide for themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's true discipleship too. It's not just giving the gospel and saying, here's the gospel. It's here's the gospel, and here's how we put our hands to use to do more. And it's just amazing, how that works together. Mary, how about you? Where is Upendo going in your dreams in 5 years?
So for me, I'm so excited. What I want to see at Upendo in the near future is us moving out of Mercy's Light, have not really moving out, but having other outlets beyond Mercy's Light, beyond Mombasa. Like people be mentioning bags, and all they could think about is Upendo bags. I'd also love to see us export, like with a client, not just the way Kinakeri come and buy from us and go with it to the US. I'd want us to have a client in the US, in Europe, who would be ordering directly to Mercy's Light, to Upendo. That's a prayer for me. And then the biggest desire for me is to see Upendo selling the story of Mercy's Light, like us being the light out there, transforming more women in the community. As Upendo expands, as we grow, we'll need more people in the program. We'll need more workers in the project. So it's my dream that as the women come, they will not only be transformed financially, they will also be transformed by the story of where Upendo has come from, of where Mercy's Light has come from, the story of how Mercy's Light came to be, or what motivated Mercy's Light to be where it is today. So it's my dream that when we get out there, we will not only sell quality products, good products, we will also sell a good story that inspires people to come to God first, and then to be part of it, part of the journey.
I love both of your visions for the future. What is one thing you would like to say to the donors right now listening to this podcast?
First of all, I would like to say thank you. Thanks to God for them
I
every
give
single
thanks
day,
to God for them.
because that journey could not have been easy for Kerry and the US team that worked in the background. I know you, Shoni, and other people are working on the background, and I'm super super grateful because you honored God's calling and took the steps of faith to do what was needed to be done. So I'm so, so grateful to each and everyone who has been giving, who keeps on giving towards Mercy's Light. And for the new ones, first of all, I would love to invite you to Kenya. Come and see. Come and taste, come and use our products, come and see the life transformation work of the cross, what God is doing at Mercy's Light and is continuing to do. Because it's not just the girls that are being transformed, but it's a generation that is being impacted. It's a generation that is being empowered. Their children are going to schools they could not have, though they'll be able to go to send their children to. They are being exposed to so many things that if they remained in their villages they couldn't have been able to get these things, like tailoring, being able to do mass production of virgin coconut oil, learning how to make mango jam. Chances of them having gotten pregnant and being married off and being, right now most of them probably could be having like 4 to 5 children by now, because it's been, most of them came in 2020. So in 5 years, chances of them, most of them could be having 2 to 3 children by now. But God used this story that seemed like it was a very very bad story, very dark story, to transform and change a generation. New generation has been formed, and sometimes when you see that, you are able to understand why you are working there, where your money is going, what it's doing, the life transformation. So I would really encourage most of them to come see us, come and experience this Sujay who talks a lot and laughs a lot. Come meet Jocelyn, and the amazing Jocelyn with her 1,000 stories. And she has so many stories, God stories and victories, because she has been involved in Mercy's Light longer. And even those who are not able to come, your prayers have been so so amazing, because we have seen God answering those prayers. And those who are able to give in cash, in donating books, hey, how much, how I they will never be able to understand the impact of every gift that is given to Mercy's Light, how much it impacts us, how much we bless God and thank God, because these books, these t-shirts, they impact our life. They give us hope to continue doing what we do. When you're given a book that speaks to your life, that encourages you, it really gives you that hope that God is touching somebody who doesn't even know me, who doesn't even know what I'm going through, to encourage me through donating that book. When they donate towards things that benefit the children, like clothes, then our budget is being able to be cut, that we don't have to spend a lot of money to buy clothes for the babies, the pampers, the what are they called, the this milk, even the milk, like they will never be able to understand how much impact they give to masses. Like that one, is it called condensed milk? That one jar of milk, that one trouser, socks, pants, whatever everyone is able to give, even if it's just crayons, even if it's just pens, even if it's just one book that you're able to give. Remember the story of that woman who gave 2 pennies. And Jesus said, this woman is blessed because she gave all that she had. Because that one book, and another one gives one book, and another one gives that one book. And when they reach to masses, like they're able to benefit somebody. When those things come, the budget is able to be cut. So we don't have to worry about so much money being spent on buying children clothes. When they send us those cards, sometimes they write us those cards, and it's so encouraging. You know, I don't know if they know what they do, but I'm speaking to all the donors that will hear this podcast, that you are such amazing people. God has used you to heal and transform lives through giving. Right now, we have children who are in school. May God bless you so, so much. And we keep praying and praying for you. You are a blessing and you are blessed.
My turn. So, for me, the first and foremost is to say thank you. Thank you to everyone that has been a part of Mercy's Light since its initial stages to where we are today. We do not take your support for granted. It's been a journey, and walking this journey alone is next to impossible. So knowing that there are people out there who are praying for us, supporting in any way they can, is truly encouraging. And I just want to let you know that whatever you do, it's never in vain. And if you ever felt like you're not doing enough, here today is me telling you that you've done more than enough. Babies are off the streets. Women have been empowered, truly empowered to take care of themselves and their babies. So it's always a blessing to think that there are people out there who are giving what they can to Mercy's Light, to support Mercy's Light. And I want to let you know that you are always in our prayers. We always pray for you. And it's my desire that one day I'll get to meet all of you. You should come to Kenya one day and see what you've been supporting. You know, for those who have come, they've got the experience of their life. So I pray that one day God will enable you to come out here, see what you've done, because this is because of you. We are here today because of you. So I personally take this time to tell you that we could not have done this without you. Uh, it's been a journey that every person, every donor has been a part of. And I pray that God will bless you so much that whatever you give, God will multiply. And I'd also like to thank those who've been here. Every time they come, they influence us in mighty and amazing ways. It's always a learning experience. It's always a life changing experience. It's always motivating to know that they pray for us. Imagine that you donate and you pray for the people that are going to benefit from your donation. God is great and we've seen God through you. So I say thank you so much for your support and may God always bless you. Our projects are running, businesses are up and running. Some of our girls are now members of our staff, and it's because of you. So thank you so much. And then I'd love to invite you for the upcoming gala. Yeah, I'd love to invite you to that. You'll be supporting this great cause. You'll be a part of the journey. Thank you so much. May God bless you.
So good. And I definitely second. Come to the gala. It's going to be amazing. We can't wait to share the stories with you.
Yeah.
Okay, both of you. Final question. Favorite scripture verse you're reading right now?
So I recently, just the other night, I read Luke chapter 11, NIV version. Is it okay if I read out the verse? So I'll read Luke 11 from verse 5, and NIV version says, Then Jesus said to them, Suppose you have a friend and you go to him at midnight and say, Friend, lend me 3 loaves of bread. A friend of mine on a journey has come to me and I have no food to offer him. And suppose the one inside answer, Don't bother me. The door is already locked and my children and I are in bed. I can't get up to give you anything. I tell you, even though he will not get up and give you the bread because of friendship, yet because of your shameless audacity, he will surely get up and give you as much as you need. You know, this verse came at a time when I felt like maybe I was bothering God too much, maybe I was too persistent. And when I came across this verse, I realized that God wants us to disturb Him, to be persistent in everything that we seek from Him, be it our salvation, be it strength, or anything. We should be persistent. We should never get tired of
And we should
praying
never get
to
tired
Him. So that's my favorite
to
verse
him. So that's my
for
favorite
now.
verse for
I
now.
have shameless
I
audacity.
love it. I have shameless against.
Yeah.
Such a good reminder. Be persistent. Keep asking. Keep knocking. He will provide. So good. Sujay.
For me, I have two verses. There's one that we are doing at the Street Ride Ministry, and it has been my mantra this month. Matthew 6:33 to 34, it says, But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. That is one. And Jeremiah 33:3, it says, this one I read because I usually paraphrase it, especially when I'm praying. And it says, call to me and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. One thing I'm learning about obeying God's calling and obeying God's command, because Bible has a lot of commands that comes with promises. Either commands, if you obey them you get the blessings, if you disobey you get the curses, and the curses are we are told the end of the sin is death. And I'm learning to obey God even when it doesn't make sense, again doing it afraid and letting God take control. So when I seek him, when I keep have this deep intimacy with God, he will make everything happen. He will show me where I'm supposed to go, what I'm supposed to do with Milele. He will give me wisdom and discernment on how to deal with my team, and he will help me and open doors for favor upon Milele and Upendo when we go for exhibitions, doors for exhibition, because we are fully saturated in him. We are fully founded in him. And then he promises that when we call him, he will answer us and tell us great and such a thing. If I am not seeking his kingdom first, then I won't be able to call him and listen, because I'll be listening to other things. I'll be distracted. I'll be running around like a headless chicken. So this is a reminder. Those two verses, they are a reminder that if I seek his kingdom, everything else shall be added. And he will, when I call him, he will answer. So those are the verses that are speaking to me in this season.
So good. Well, thank you both for taking time out of your evening to sit with me and share what God is doing in Kenya. I am so grateful for you both and look forward to what God has in store for the future.
Thank you.
Hey, friends, thanks for tuning in to the Mercy's Light Family podcast. Thank you for being a part of Mercy's Light Family, and thank you for taking time out of your day to listen to what God is doing in Kenya. It's so amazing, and we know that He has infinitely more ahead. There are several ways that you can be a part of the work that God is doing through Mercy's Light Family in Mombasa, Kenya. One of those ways is by coming to our gala on September 25th in Waterford, Wisconsin at the Halverson House. Tickets are still available and seats are limited. The second way is by coming to Kenya. We invite you, like Sujay said, to come on a trip to Kenya. Come and see, come and taste all that God is doing through our girls and babies at Mercy's Light Family. We've got trips available in 2020. Until next time, we'll see you again here at Mercy's Light Family. For all the information, if you want to give, serve, or travel with us, go to mercyslight.org. See you again next time.